What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Coach Joe here with Heartletics.com. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, well, hey, we are no longer in the Heartletics HQ, the Heartletics headquarters. That's downstairs. We are upstairs right now, and welcome to my kitchen. So, we're going to be talking about how tough times don't last, but tough people do. And maybe you're hearing from my voice a little bit that it's once again out. And I think that's just because yesterday we had some friends over and I was just talking way too much. I also gave a little presentation at my wife's real estate company. And that was a lot of fun talking about different marketing techniques for those guys. And it was a blast. So yesterday I just did way too much talking and that's it. So I don't have as deep of a voice as I normally do. But nonetheless, we're here. Now, let me explain why we're here in the sense of my kitchen. Once again, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, which I don't even know when I'm going to have the opportunity to upload it to YouTube, and I know for a fact I can at least upload it to the podcast app like Spotify, Apple iTunes, simply because I'm recording that on my phone. Now, as many of you guys know, there's a big storm that's going on right now, this huge winter storm, and it's horrible, honestly. But here's the thing. There's always going to be storms in your life, always. This is just one of them, right? A physical storm. But what about the storms of stress? What about the storms of drama? What about the storms of being worried, anxiousness, doubt? There's going to be so many different storms that come your way. But regardless if it's a winter wonderland outside, where, hey, we have no power right now. And, this is why I'm actually recording this in my kitchen. Because, once again, I made a promise to you guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm recording a podcast every Monday through Friday. That's it, right? So, regardless if I'm downstairs at Heartletics HQ, or if I'm upstairs in the kitchen, or if I'm traveling somewhere, or if I'm sick, it does not matter. At the end of the day, right? Successful people do what they have to do, whether they feel like it or not. And I was thinking about it today, actually, on the way to the gym, because I woke up at 4, did my morning routine, and I'm like, man, this sucks. It is freezing outside right now. And I don't even know if the gym's even going to be open, but hey, let's just go for it, right? So we had to start the car extra early, put on more layers of clothes, put on my snow boots, brush off my car, everything like that, and drive, which is normally a 10-minute drive to the gym, probably took about 20, 25 minutes just because of just how horrible the roads were. The wind out there it's like crazy, hence why I got candles going on in the background right now. There's no power at all inside of our house. And like if I was going to be doing this downstairs in Heartletics HQ, it would be too dark, right? So I'm like, hey, there's more light up here. There's more windows. Let's just do it from the convenience of the kitchen, But so I'm going to the gym, and as soon as I walk in, I'm like instantly, there's just maybe 3-4 guys there. Right? Now, normally at this time, it's packed. We're talking 30, 40 guys. Now there's just a handful of guys there. And I'm just have so much respect for these guys. Because why? Something deep down inside of them told them, hey, we're not promised tomorrow. You have a vision. You have a goal. If today was your last day on earth, what are you going to do to be 1% better? And these guys showed up. These guys put in the work. And it was cool because we're all kind of talking with each other like, oh, how far did you drive to get here? Or how long did it take? And everything like this. And I remember talking with this old guy. I mean, he's probably like at least in his 70s, And he's just telling me, he's just like, hey, listen, I don't know when my time is going to come, but I know for a fact if I don't, right? Hear me out. This is a golden nugget. If I don't keep moving, I will stop. Let that sink in. This man is in his 70s, right? He probably had to do the same thing I had to do. Turn on his car, warm it up, brush off all the snow, drive extra careful to the gym. And guess what? He told me as we're talking, he's like, hey, if I don't stop, right? If I don't stop, right? I will keep going. And if I do stop, I won't keep going. And I two things strung a bell when he told me that. One, it's the simple fact that, at the end of the day, there's so much truth to that. I feel like in our minds, we have all these limitations, all these doubts on why we can't do certain things, and we cut ourselves short, But if we had just the same mindset of this, this guy in his 70s that's literally going to the gym in the middle of a blizzard, a snowstorm, it's horrible outside, and just telling me, somebody in my 30s, like, hey, as long as I keep on going, I'll be fine. But the moment I stop, hey, it's going to be very, very hard for me to continue going on. And just, I love that. Now, he didn't say I sprinted here. He didn't say I came here and, lifted all these heavy weights and did all these, different exercises. No, he showed up. And sometimes that's what you guys need to understand. You just need to show up. It doesn't matter if it's 1% or 100%. You need to show up, and you need to make a promise to yourself, just like what this old guy made a promise to himself, because he told me. He's like, hey, as long as I keep on going and I don't stop, I'll be perfectly fine. And that's it. Sometimes we just need to shift some things in our mindset. And that's why I'm a huge fan of just discipline, right? Like, it's cold right now in my house. I have no internet, I'm recording this on my, Mac, the YouTube video, and then on my phone, because at least on the phone I can upload it because of, my cell phone service provider to connect to the internet, But regardless, I don't feel like doing this. But it doesn't matter, right? Like, people didn't feel like going out to war, but they were being forced to go out to war back in the day. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Sometimes you have to man up. And just hearing this gentleman tell me this, it makes so much sense that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're trying to get to. All that matters is you don't stop. And it doesn't matter if you're running sprints as fast as you can or if you're just walking. All that matters is that you don't stop. At the end of the day, there's always going to be storms that's going to come in your life. Always, right? Whether that's stress at home, drama, negativity, stress at work, all these different things, injuries, sicknesses, anything like that. Maybe you're wherever you work out at, maybe that's at the gym. Let's say the gym closes down. That happened actually a few months to me and my buddy. We're working out consistently, and all of a sudden they just shut the doors. They just literally sold the business, and that was it. We had to find a new place. But it's what you do in the midst of adversity. Do you just never work out again? Do you just go back to your old ways? No. You got to learn how to roll with the punches. At the end of the day, Mike Tyson said it best. He said everybody has a game plan until they get hit in the face, right? Until they get punched. He's one of the scariest boxers that ever, competed in the sport. And there's so much truth to that quote. Everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the face. Most guys out there, they have a solid game plan. Oh, I want to lose 50 pounds. Oh, I want to, make millions of dollars. Oh, I want to have the, bigger car, bigger house and nicer car, right? All these goals, all these game plans, but then life throws them a curveball. They get punched in the face. And this is why 99% of guys actually fail at reaching their health and fitness goals, is because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to roll with the punches. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a storm outside. It's cold. There's no power. It's 60 mile per hour winds. It sucks. But regardless, it doesn't matter. You still have to do what you're determined to do. Because one, you're not promised tomorrow. And two, you got to understand this. It's a storm. It's not a life. Remember, there's always going to be storms. Whether it's going to be for a day, whether it's going to be for a week, whether it's going to be for a few months, maybe a few years. But eventually, that storm, whether it's a physical storm, right, or that drama, that stress, that negativity, those self-limiting beliefs that's in your head, it doesn't matter. As long as you keep on moving, just like what this old man told me today at the gym, you will eventually surpass that storm. It will eventually fade away. But here's the thing. There's usually 30, 40 guys that's working out around this time in the mornings. Now there was only about 3 or 4 of us. These guys that I was working out with today, we're going to be stronger in the end. Why? Because it's all about your mental muscle. So many guys out there, this is why another reason why they just fail at reaching their health and fitness goals. They lack discipline. They lack determination. They lack consistency. They lack commitment. And it all starts with one simple thing. They never take ownership of their life. They never take a promise and a commitment that this is their life and nobody else is going to change it. Nobody else is going to make things easier for them. They realize there that they want a better life. They need to put in the work. They realize here that they have to show up. No one's going to give them a handout. That's why the guys out there that's waiting for that magic fat loss pill or that amazing diet that's going to have you, cut out your favorite foods and get you six-pack abs, it's never going to work. Plain and simple. Like, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be disciplined. You have to be determined. You have to have the mindset of a lion that no matter what, you're going to keep on going. Because any storm is going to surpass. But I love storms. I love it. You want to know why? Because these are the test of life. This is what makes you stronger mentally. I always say it like this. You go to the gym, you work out your muscles, right? And over time, right? More reps, more sets, more consistency with, working out. Guess what? You get bigger, you get stronger, you get leaner, you get faster. Well, those are all physical attributes. Don't you think to change your mindset, you also need to work it out? Don't you think to have a better, stronger mindset, you need to be faced with adversity? What happens when you work out? Guess what? You're breaking down the muscle fibers. You're tearing them down. You're putting stress on the muscle. And through more repetition and not giving up, more consistency, it gets easier over time. Don't you think your life would be a lot easier if instead of you, going back and getting punched in the face and, quitting and throwing in the towel, you decide to roll with the punches? You decided to be thankful for those adversities? You decided to be more thankful and grateful of those storms of life because it's testing you? It's making you stronger in the end? At the end of the day, there's a lot of truth to, what this old man was telling me today at the gym. And it doesn't matter if you're on this path of, losing weight or, burning body fat or anything, starting your own business, buying a house, anything at all, having more financial independence. As long as you keep on going, you're going to be perfectly fine. The minute you stop moving, that's when you're going to fail. That's when it's really going to start to suffer. That's when it's really going to start to be painful for you. You just got to keep on moving. That's why at Heartletics, we always say 1% better each and every day. I send out these wristbands to anybody that gets signed up, and it says on here, consistency is key, as that daily remembrance that you just need to put one foot in front of the other. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't. Like, you could do the easiest things and get amazing results, and at the end of the day, have a completely different life, all based around who's in your corner, helping you, who's going to be that light at the end of the tunnel, guiding you, showing you how to get through these storms, encouraging you, supporting you, being there to help you out, not just through the good times and making sure that that path is easy for you, but especially during the hard times to pick you up. Most guys don't have that. Most guys, they got a family, but they don't have a community. They don't have a brotherhood. They don't have a wolf pack. And when you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, Les Brown said it best, birds of a feather flock together. Hang around with losers in life, you become a loser. Hang around with winners in life, you become a winner. You got to make a promise to yourself. This is where it all starts. You got to take ownership. This is your life, no one else's. If you want a better life, go out there, make a way. That's it. Stop waiting for after the holidays. Stop waiting for next Monday to come. Stop waiting for the time to be right. When was the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time to plant a tree? Today. That's a Chinese proverb. And there's a lot of truth to that. And that's, remember, in anything, losing weight, burning body fat, building muscle, having a better job, starting your own business, having a better, marriage, anything like that. You have to take ownership that this is your life. You have to take full commitment of it. And you have to be hungry for change. You have to be determined, and you have to understand, once again, it's all about mindset here. Successful people do what they have to do, whether they feel like it or not. You can tell from my voice, hey, I could probably just, rest. I could probably just chill today. But I decided to still come on here to motivate you guys, to inspire you guys, to just lead by example. Because the minute that you start leading by example, I bet you anything, you're going to inspire some other people. And who knows, that might be your kids. You can't be that guy that's fat, lazy, out of shape, sit on the couch, and then you're yelling at your kids to get off their tablets. You're yelling at their kids, stop watching TV. But your actions are showing that you do no different. You can't be that guy that's, eating like crap and not eating your fruits and vegetables and not caring about your health and telling your kids like, hey, they should focus on eating healthier. It doesn't work like that. Monkey see, monkey do. Actions always speak louder than words. You have to be ready to lead by example. You have to. And it all starts with you making a promise and a commitment to yourself that this is your life, no one else's. Take ownership of it. And I promise you this, your life will change as long as you do exactly what this old man told me today at the gym. Keep on moving. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, go ahead and share this with a family member, a loved one. Share this on your social media page. And if you happen to be dealing with this horrible winter storm out there, be careful. Be safe. It's tough, but just like any storm, it's just a little season. It's just a little phase. Eventually, right? It's not going to be as cold. The winds aren't going to be as bad. It's going to be okay. And there's so much truth to that physical storm into these own emotional and mental storms that life likes to throw your way. Remember, everybody has a game plan until they get hit in the face. You have to learn how to roll with the punches. You have to learn how to be disciplined, determined. That's what's going to make you mentally stronger in the end. As always, guys, this has been Coach Joe with the Heartletics podcast. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.